production of Michigan high school football. On the X, WXSP, the Breakfast Bowl. Today's contest, the Division IV Region 2 Regional Finals. November 9, 2001, the Coopersville Broncos versus the DeWitt Panthers. This football game brought to you by the following local sponsors: Apple Avenue Tire Wholesalers, Apple's Discount, Bierman's Music House, Classic Tours and Cruises, Clock Funeral Home, Factory Surplus Sales, Larry's Automotive, Republic Bank, S&T Automotive, Weber Lumber Company, Dr. David Shabler General Dentistry, Trackside Antiques and Collectibles, Peppino's Pizza, Coopersville Auto Supply, Allendale Telephone Company, Coopersville Auto Auction, Waltco Incorporated, Coopersville Community Ed Daycare, Touch of Style Salon 2, Prevost Grocery, Discover Coopersville, the Old Post Office Gift Shop, Coopersville Motors, Budzinski Photography, Coopersville Car Care, Champs, Coopersville Hardware and Farm Services, West Michigan Veterinary Service, Memories with Class, Classic Cut, Purcell's Fleet Services, Dr. Greg Godboy, Michigan Medical, Booth Greenvale Farm Dairy, Phillips Jewelers, the Alt Oil Company, North Ottawa Napa, Coopersville Variety, Daniel's Family Hair Care, Reamer Well Drilling, Mac Ainsley Eagle Ridge Estates, and Peak Environmental Disposal. Thanks to all our generous sponsors. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy Michigan high school playoff football. The Coopersville Broncos at the DeWitt Panthers for the regional final championships.
That's it. Yeah. This will be good, nice and close, okay? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to DeWitt High School in DeWitt, Michigan. This is Charles Ricks with another Michigan television and sport production of Michigan high school football. The regional finals in Division II between the DeWitt Panthers and the Coopersville Broncos. DeWitt on the year, coached by Rob Zimmerman, assistant coach Bob Aker, Todd Pagels, and John Vertalka. And across the field, here come the Coopersville Broncos. Coopersville also 10-1 on the season. Coopersville, coached by Jim Meerman, assisted by Todd Van Houten, Gary Klein, and Pete Van Kempen. This is Charles Ricks, your announcer. We're delighted to bring you Michigan High School playoff football on the X, WXSP, the station with game. Coopersville won the toss, and they have elected to defer to the second half, so they will kick off to DeWitt, and we'll be ready for the kickoff from DeWitt High School in DeWitt, Michigan, in just 1 minute.
Whether you're traveling within the great United States, going on a Caribbean cruise, or exploring the adventures outback, great prices and great service are only a phone call or short drive away. Classic Tours and Cruises caters to your needs and lifestyle. After all, wouldn't you rather talk to a person than a computer? Contribute to our economy and call Beth at Classic Tours and Cruises. We do the world for you. 744-5500.
The Tribute Store, a unique collection of gifts, books, cards, and memorial products dedicated to remembering the ones we love. Browse through the store located inside Clock Funeral Home on Peck Street in Muskegon and find just the right gift for a friend or one for yourself. Tribute Store has an extensive assortment of funeral, cremation, and memorial products displayed in a comfortable open setting. Located inside Clock Funeral Home on Peck Street in Muskegon. Visit the store next time you're there. We think you'll like it.
Referee, Mr. Robert Holcomb.
All right, the officials, the Hendrickson father and two sons for Michigan High School Athletic Association, deep to receive for the Coopersville Bronco, number 12, Nick Knoll, 22, Joe Roper, and number 31, Jeff Longstreet. And kicking off for the DeWitt Panthers, their outstanding kicker, Isaac Bush. 24 kicks into the end zone, 42 out of 43 extra points, 6 out of 9 field goals, an outstanding kicker, and we're ready and underway at DeWitt playing field in DeWitt, Michigan, the regional finals, and here it comes. The kick is up, it's deep, Noel back, he'll get it in the end zone and down it. And Coopersville will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10, Coopersville, ball on their own 20-yard line.
Coopersville at quarterback, Joel Longstreth. Fullback, Chuck Purcell. Tailback, Roper. Brian Klein, the receiver. Steve DeTarga, the all-conference tight end. Nolan Slotak, Brad McCuddy, Jake Visser, Chris Hare, Ryan Roman, and Andy Zlotak. And the Broncos split a man out wide to the right. 3 men in the backfield. Handoff goes to Roper. Left tackle, 3, 4, 5 yards.
Number 22,
tremendous
Joe
ball
Roper
carrier.
On the carry. The tackle made by number 3, Tyler Thalen.
Tackle
number 7,
made
Kirk Williams.
By
Second
Williams
down.
and Thalen for DeWitt.
2nd and 5. Ball on the Bronco 25.
Roper has gained 2,012 yards this year. Joe Roper, number 22, averaging 7.5 yards a carry, 35 touchdowns. High formation behind the quarterback, number 7. He hands off to the deep back. He breaks and fumbles. The ball is loose on the ground. DeWitt recovers on the 43-yard line as Roper was breaking into the secondary, went to switch hands and coughed it up.
Recovered by number 24, Adam Holland.
And that ball is recovered by number 24, Adam Holland. So, as the coach of the DeWitt Panthers said, the turnovers he felt would make the difference. Coach Meerman felt the defense would make the difference. So here's the first turnover. DeWitt with the football. 1st and 10, one-man split wide to the left, quarterback. Number 2 calling the signals. He'll pitch back around the end to number 3, and we'll get those names and numbers for you in just a minute. Chad Alger is the quarterback. Tyler Thyland, the tailback.
2nd down.
Number 88, Keenan on the tackle for the Broncos. 2nd down and 3.
37.
We'll see that this running attack dominates the Panther offensive schemes. Coach Meerman is lining up with a 5-man front. 2 men behind the quarterback, 1-man split left. Same formation as the previous play. Handoff goes to the first man through, short gain.
Number 4, Cole Phelan on the carry. The stop made by number 65, Jerry Toogood, 69, Chris Wyman.
Toogood on the tackle along with Chris Wyman.
3rd and 3. Section 3rd and 2.
So Chad Alger, number 2, is the quarterback. Tyler Thalen, number 3, tailback. Cole Thalen, another tailback. Splitting out wide to the left is number 9, Jeff Lloyd. It's 3rd down and short. 2 yards to go for DeWitt. He'll keep it. Scoot across the first down marker, and he'll get it. Number 2, Chad Alger.
Number 2, Chad Alger on the carry. The tackle made by 88, Dustin Salinas, 51,
Dustin Salinas, number 88 for Coopersville, in on the tackle. 1st and 10, DeWitt Panthers. Just underway here in the first quarter with a packed crowd on a beautiful fall night for football. You're watching the Breakfast Bowl Sunday morning in your living room. We're here on Friday night. 1-man split wide to the right, 2-man behind the quarterback. He'll give to the first man through, and he is thrown down for a loss.
Number 4, Cole Phelan on the carry.
Number 52 for Coopersville. Dietrich. Terrific stop. Meerman's team very proud of their defense. It was defense that shut down Spring Lake in the second half of the district final 1 week ago. DeWitt, a young team, but talented. They break the huddle. Men split wide right to the top of your screen and left. Nobody in the backfield. This is a total spread formation. Pass out here to number 7. It's complete. Knocked out of bounds.
Number 2, Chad Alger's pass complete to number 7, Kirk Williams.
Kirk Williams,
stop made by number 1,
the receiver. Knocked out by Klein. And number 12, Noel, there on the stop as well. But short of the first down again. 3rd and short. So you got to like what DeWitt is doing early. Pounding it to one side, moving it to the other, putting the ball in the air. And they're within striking distance of the first down. The huddle is broken. Again, men right, left, 2 men behind the quarterback. Calling the signals, goes for the first down over left tackle. Needed to get to the
number
20,
2,
and he
Chad
got there.
Alger on the carry, the tackle made by 51.
Chad Alger made the tackle.
89, Steve Zatarga.
Zatarga in there on the stop.
First down, DeWitt.
Along with
1st and 10, ball on
number
the
51, Scott Hinckley, but there's the second first down. Both of them on the ground, both of them by the quarterback. Eight minutes, 40 seconds to play in the first quarter of action. 1st and 10, Panthers from the 20-yard line. Man split wide right. He'll hand off, over tackle, going nowhere on that quick hitter.
Number 3, Tyler
Great
Phelan
defensive work by Zatarga. And number 51 again, Hinckley.
89, Steve Zatarga.
So this right side of the line, as we're looking at it, the left side of the Coopersville line, very tough. Chris Hare, Matt Klein, Zatarga, Tim Alt, Phil Dietrich, Chris Wyman, Jerry Toogood, Brian Klein, Nick Noel, Dustin Salinas, and Josh Klein. All right, they break the huddle. The man split wide right. 2 men behind the quarterback. He'll look to pass downfield. Got the man open. Complete. Down to the 5-yard line.
Number 2, Chad Alger's pass complete to number 89, Chet Davis. The stop made by number
89, the receiver. Chet Davis, wide open in the flat. Good for 15 yards. First down.
Ball just inside
and
the
goal on the
5-yard
5-yard line. So Coopersville maybe didn't expect the Panthers to be putting the ball in the air, but they've done it twice and both completions. Alger calling the signals, hands off to the first man. Doe decides to keep it, tucks it, gets up to the goal line, is pulled down from behind by number 33, Tim Alt. And Hinckley also assisting on the stop.
Brian Klein.
So DeWitt Panthers before a packed home crowd on this Friday night in November. Veterans Weekend knocking at the door from the 2, 2nd and goal. Alger breaks the huddle behind him. Thalens. Split wide right is number 9, Lloyd. Quarterback keep right up to the line. No indication by the officials. We've got now 6 points. Panthers as they pound it across, and the front line drives Coopersville back. So at the 6:51 mark of the first period, the home team, DeWitt Panthers draw first blood.
Number 14, Isaac
capitalizing on the turnover by the Coopersville Broncos.
Number 9, Jeff Lloyd.
Isaac will line up to kick. Isaac Bush, number 14. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. And that is way good. All the way off the scissor left. 7 points on the scoreboard for DeWitt. You're watching Michigan High School football on the X. We'll take it back to the studio in our first break. Word from our sponsors.
Surplus Sales in White Cloud and Montague carries all the big names in outdoor clothing like Carhartt, Field & Stream, Pella, and Walls. Dress up the hunters in your family for less at factory surplus prices. There's outdoor wear and hunting clothes for the whole family, and a large selection of jeans like Lee and Wrangler, as well as fleece wear for the kids and teens. You'll love this shopping in the state.
All-American Clothing Store. Factory
Surplus Sales in Montague and White Cloud.
Your car needs a smooth running transmission, Larry's Automotive Service has specialized in automatic and standard transmission repairs for over 36 years. And that's the kind of experience you want working on your car's transmission. So, if you're having problems with the transmission, take your car, truck, or van to Larry's Automotive today. You'll get dependable transmission repairs at a fair price. Larry's Automotive Service, owned by Jeff and Kelly Osborne on East Laketon, Muskegon. Stop by or call 722-2921.
Republic Bank is Michigan's #1 mortgage lender. You can count on Republic Bank to offer the area's most competitive lending rates. And the people at Republic Bank, from the retail customer service department for checking and savings accounts to personal or commercial loan officers, will help handle your money matters courteously and professionally. So for all your full-service banking needs, call on Republic Bank at 917 West Norton in Muskegon.
S&T Automotive takes care of you and your car's repairs. S&T does brakes using Bendix brake products to ensure your car stops safely. S&T does exhaust with quality custom mufflers to keep your car running quiet and clean. S&T also does front ends, complete suspension work with computerized front and rear alignments. S&T 2 full-service garage is just open on Hackley off Seaway. They specialize in airbrushing, car detailing, lift kits, and off-road performance. Bring your car or truck into S&T Automotive 1 or 2 for courteous professional service at an honest price.
Deep to receive for the Coopersville Broncos again. Noel and Longstreth and Roper kicking off for DeWitt. Number 14, Isaac Bush. He kicked the first one into the end zone. This one is up and fielded on the goal line. And it is a touchback again as Roper fielded it. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos as Isaac Bush puts it
1st and 10 Broncos
into the end zone again. That kid's got a great leg. I'm sure lots of college people are looking at him. So Coopersville moved the ball on their first 2 plays, but coughed it up on Roper's change of hands turnover. So let's see what they can do. Longstreth, number 7, over quarterback, got the signal, hands off to Klein. Going to the outside. Klein is still loose. Down the left sideline across the 35. Thrown down at the 39-yard line.
The tackle made by number 3, Tyler
Brian Klein, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Tyler Thalen, number 3. And it's 1st and 10 Coopersville. This home crowd doesn't realize just how good the Coopersville Bronco offense is when it gets rolling. They took advantage of their first mistake. And let's see if Coopersville can tighten it up. The I formation behind Longstreth. 3 backs. Hand off to the deep back. That's Roper. Just a short gain. That play didn't materialize.
Number 22, Joe Roper on the carry. The tackle made by 51, Tony Sigmund. 63,
Sigmund on the tackle. 1 man to slot position. I formation behind Longstreth. He'll look downfield and throw. It's overthrown, way overthrown. Intended receiver, number 80 out there, Nolan Slotak. So it'll be 3rd down for Coopersville.
Broken up by number 7, Kurt Williams.
You can't imagine that Coach Merriman would go to the air this early with a running back of over 2,000 yards, Joe Roper. But he did on 2nd down. We'll see what they come up with on 3rd. 3rd and 8. Slotak again, split wide left, 1 man in the slot, I formation behind Longstreth. He'll pitch. Roper fumbles the ball again and is stopped on the 34-yard line. Joe Roper.
Number 22, Joe Roper on the
carry. The problem with his hands thus far tonight. And he is sacked in the backfield by number 89 for DeWitt.
4th down.
That is Chet Davis. So the Broncos fumble Ruski here early on. And they're going to have to punt the ball away and give DeWitt good field position from the 35-yard line.
Number 89, Steve Zatarga. Centering the ball, number 88.
Zatarga, number 89, will kick it away for the Broncos. A nice boot, spiraling, will be fielded on the 34. That tackle is missed. Number 4 with it, cuts to the left. He's got room. Down to the touchdown. He stumbles the 40-35. I was going to call a touchdown as I saw the play unfold. Number 4, Tyler Thalen, really picked his way and returned it down to the 32-yard line as it looked like he might break it and go the distance because he had that field just had the stripe come up and trip him a little bit.
Ball on the Broncos.
So DeWitt, explosive with the ball in their hands, will take over on the 33-yard line, playing before a large home crowd. Chad Alger, the quarterback, number 2, calling signals, has a man split to the top. He'll keep it and pull down from behind on a good surge by Phil Dietrich. Men split to the right. Alger will look to pass, throw to this direction. It is complete to number 89, almost intercepted, nearly intercepted.
Number 2, Chad Alger's pass
by Klein.
To 89, Chet Davis.
Chuck Daly received that pass.
52, Phil Dietrich.
Chet Davis, I'm sorry. And the tackle made by Coopersville, number 88, Dustin Salinas. I'll tell you, I thought that cornerback was going to come up and pick it off and streak down the sideline. Now the Panthers break huddle. Men off of each end, one wide right. A man behind the quarterback. He'll look downfield, going to throw it. Alger got the man wide open. It is complete. Touchdown, Panthers. But there's a flag in the defensive backfield.
There's a penalty.
And it might be against the Coopersville team. The flag is thrown. The pass was completed, and that is pushing against DeWitt. It'll be offensive interference, and that's going to have to come all the way back, negate the touchdown. And boy, oh boy, was the Broncos secondary beat badly on that play call. Alger put it right on the numbers, and the man was free as a bird down that right sideline. So big break for the Broncos, costly mistake for DeWitt. And that'll be 3rd down now from the 49-yard line of the Coopersville Broncos.
Down also on the play.
They lose the down. It'll be 4th, and they're going to have to punt it away. 3:28 remaining. This is Charles Ricks, your announcer. You're watching Michigan High School Regional Playoff Football on the X, the station with game.
Set to kick for the Panthers, number 1, Jason
Looks
Bunce.
like number 1, Jason Bunce, is going to be the kicker. He's on his own 37-yard line. The snap is low, picks it up. Good line drive kick over Klein's head, and that's going to go. And picked up at the last minute by Klein on the 2-yard line. Did not go into the end zone. Didn't know what to do. So instead of falling on it, he picked it up and tried to advance it. But it looked like the ball might have been on the goal line, but the official was right on top of the play and did not make the call. So Coopersville, deep, 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 way back in their own territory, will take over on the 1-yard line. 99 yards to go to pay dirt. And if you're a DeWitt Panther fan, you gotta like this situation. If you're a Coopersville Bronco fan, you gotta hold your breath and say, come on boys, drive it downfield. Joe Longstreth, number 7, the quarterback, from the 2-yard line. Handoff goes to Roper. He comes forward 1, maybe 2 yards, down to the 3.
Number 22, Joe Roper on the carry. The tackle made by 51, Tony Sigmund. 59, Tim Ramirez.
Tony Sigmund, number 51, on the tackle with an assist from Eric Scharr. Longstreet has put the ball up 98 times this year, 55 completions for 960 yards, so Coopersville can throw the ball. His favorite target is Zatarga with 21 completions and Klein with 17. Zatarga's a long gain playmaker, number 89, the tight end. 2nd down and 9. He'll throw it downfield. Zatarga's there, in and out of his hands, incomplete. Little bit behind him, had to reach, but it got in his fingertips, and just like that, how about it, throwing out of their end zone. There's the big play guy. Zatarga can hold on to it. You gotta wonder, is it not the Coopersville Broncos night tonight? 2 fumbles, a pass on the hands, and it's dropped. Well, maybe they'll get them all out of their system early on. 3rd down and 9 for Coopersville.
3rd and 9. Ball on the Bronco 2-yard line.
Longstreth will come up. Zatarga split wide to the right. Maybe they'll throw to him. No, they pitch to Roper around the left end. He's open in the backfield. the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, and finally taken down from behind on the 45-yard line. Roper, Coopersville 1st and 10. Would you believe their first down of the game at 2-minute mark of the first quarter? Fake pitch, handoff goes to the man in the middle. He's thrown back.
Number 1, Brian Klein on the carry. The tackle made by 89, Chet Davis.
Chet Davis, number 89
and 59,
on the stop.
Tim Ramirez.
And number 59 for the Broncos, Tim Ramirez. So no gain on that carry. Terrific facilities here. I want to thank Terry Rayburn, the athletic director, DeWitt, for setting us up in great position inside the press box on this crisp, clear November Friday night. Second down. Handoff in the backfield, tripped up by the penetration of number
32, Joe Roper on the carry.
Number 75 for the Panthers got in there, Kyle Covert. Terrific penetration right at the ankles of Roper. So now they lost 2, and it'll be 3rd and 12, and watch him go to Zatarga. Blake came in from the sideline, 3rd down and 13. Klein comes wide right, Zatarga inside of him, Roper in the backfield, and Knoll in the slot. Rolling right, looking downfield, screen pass to this side, one man to beat, and he does not beat him. Great defensive job by number 7, Kirk Williams, as he stood his ground.
Complete to number 80, Nolan Slodak.
And Slodak was not able to get around him. Terrific defensive tackling position by Williams. Ball resting right on the 50-yard line, where it'll be 4th and about 14. Broncos have hurt themselves in their first 2 possessions. And after that long run by Roper, they're stymied here at midfield, and they'll have to punt it away. Zatarga will kick.
Dustin Salinas.
Deep to receive. The 2 Thylans, number 4 and number 3. Cole Thylan and Tyler. Tyler Thalen and Cole Thalen. There we go. Finally down, ball on the 15-yard line. Good job by Zatarga to move the ball downfield. There's just a second left here in the first quarter of action, where the DeWitt Panthers has the lead 7-0 in this regional final game. You're watching it on the X, the station with game WXSP, a Michigan TV and sports production of regional high school football. Panthers have a long way to go, 85 yards. They lead by a touchdown. Alger over center, has a man split left. In motion goes number 3, Thalen. That play will go for a loss.
Number 4, Cole Thalen on the
in
carry.
the backfield as the aggressive Matt Klein makes the stop. That's the last play of the first quarter. Thanks for watching Michigan High School football. We'll take a break and go back to the studio. Return in just a minute.
Begins with a strong foundation. That's why home builders throughout West Michigan prefer Weber Lumber. For nearly 50 years, Weber Lumber has served our area with quality materials and expert service, providing top brand names like Anderson Windows. Whether you're building your own home or contracting, insist on Weber Lumber with free delivery in the greater Muskegon area. You'll build with confidence when you build with us. Weber Lumber, Muskegon.
Dr. David Shabak's dentistry practice welcomes your family. Dr. Shabak's staff of well-trained professionals work together to bring you the highest quality treatment. They handle all phases of family dentistry, exams, cleanings, extractions, root canals, cosmetic veneers, crowns, and bonding. Call Dr. David Shabak today.
Trackside Antiques and Collectibles, where you'll find interesting pottery and glassware, hard-to-find Colt collectibles. Coopersville and Marne Railway Gift Shop. They even carry primitive furniture, plus rare Indian artifacts. You're on the right track at Trackside, 284 Main Street, downtown Coopersville. See Dick and Kathy today. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Trackside Antiques and Collectibles. Enjoy this one-of-a-kind find.
All right, we're back in the action now. First play of the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 13 for the Panthers. Alger will look to pass. He's hit. Ball is on the ground. Hit in motion. A fumble. There's 3 Broncos on top of it, but it looks like somebody scrambled for the DeWitt Panthers and recovered it. Oh, my goodness.
It was ruled a...
Looked like number
fumble,
2.
recovered by DeWitt.
Chad Alger, the quarterback, collected himself. I don't know how he got that ball. What hustle. Heads-up players. There were 3 Broncos pounding right down there on the goal line. Alger took a big hit, and they ruled it a fumble. So now it'll be 3rd down and lots of yards. Oh, a good 24 yards. Man split wide left. Alger deep in his own territory. Will keep, try to give his punters some room, bring it out to the 3-yard line.
On the carry.
So Coopersville will get the ball with great field position. Ball on the 3.
Matt Klein. And 65,
and
Jerry
things
Tudor.
sure change quickly, don't they? Now DeWitt is going to have to kick from the end zone. The kicker, number 1, Jason Bunce, will boot it.
Back for the Broncos, number 1, Brian Klein.
Klein
12,
is deep.
Nick Knoll.
And Knoll for Coopersville on about the 43. That kick is up. Going to be fielded by Knoll on the 36. He'll go right, got some speed. Nice job tripping him up by 27-9 for the Panthers.
Number 12,
as Knoll
Nick
trying to get to the outside.
The tackle made by 23 by
Jeff Lloyd.
9, Jeff Lloyd.
Then Meisenberg in there on the stop. So Coopersville with terrific field position early in the second quarter now in the 33-yard line. Let's see if that offensive team can get something done. They're not used to being goose-egged through a quarter, that's for sure. They break the huddle, ball on the far hash. Joe Longstreet, number 7, I formation with 1 man split wide right, 1 man in the slot. The pitch will come left to Roper, trying to get some room. Cuts up, down
number
at the
22,
34-yard line.
On the carry, the tackle made by 17, Jason Brown, 3,
Jason
Tyler
Brown
Thalen.
in the on the tackle, and assisted by Tyler Thalen. Pickup of about 7. I said last week when we covered this Bronco team, they just need to ride the shoulders of Joe Roper. Roper right and Roper left all night long. Terrific athlete, 35 touchdowns on the year, over 2,000 yards on the ground. Coopersville breaks the huddle. Big power I formation behind Longstreth. Hale handoff to the deep back, Roper, trying to pick his way through and gets 1 yard perhaps
Joe Roper on the
to
carry.
the 24-yard line, where it'll be a 3rd down for Coopersville.
Stop made by 51, Tony Sigmund, 4, Cole Phelan, 63, Eric Scharr.
This DeWitt team certainly has scouted or picked up some tapes and learned the tendencies of this Coopersville team because they've done a nice job defending. Ball resting on the DeWitt side of the 25-yard line. 3rd down and a long 2. Pitch to Roper right now. He looked for room, goes to the outside, got the 1st down, looking for the touchdown in the corner, down on the 3-yard line. Finally tackled by Kirk Williams as Roper made a wise cut to the outside and found all the room he needed. And it took everything Williams had to get him by the ankles and bring him down where it'll be 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. So Coopersville comes right back.
1st and goal, ball on the
just under 9 minutes to play in the half. They break the huddle. We'll see if they can hold on to this football and get it in for 6 points. Stacked backfield behind Longstreth. He'll hand off to Roper. Roper goes ahead for 2 off of left tackle.
For 22, Joe Roper on the carry. The tackle made by number 3, Tyler Phelan, 7, Kirk Williams, 57, James
Coopersville does not have as strong a kicking game as the DeWitt Panthers, so they're going to want to get this ball in the end zone rather than rely on a field goal. Obviously, they'd prefer 6 points over 3 anytime.
2nd and goal, ball on
Broncos break the huddle. Same formation, Longstreth with 3 men behind him. Stacked backfield. The pitch will go to Roper. He'll cut into the end zone, 6 points. Coopersville Broncos, Joe Roper on a 3-yard carry off a tackle. Picked his way through, stepped over a blocker and found his way untouched for the first TD for Coopersville tonight. Coming at the 8:04 mark
the extra point
of the second quarter. So Roper evens it up to touchdown. Let's see if they can come up with the extra point. Here comes the snap, the hold, the kick is up, a line drive shot through.
And the extra point is good.
And that is.
And the score, DeWitt 7, Coopersville 7.
The 7-point mark tied up. 7-all here. And we'll be back with more Michigan High School playoff football on the X in just 1 minute. Coopersville Auto Supply is your downtown auto value parts store. Bring your drums and rotors in for turning or let Mark or Dave custom mix paint for car touch-ups. Everything you need for do-it-yourself auto repair on hand with always helpful, friendly service at Coopersville Auto Supply.
Peppino's Pizza is the place to go for authentic Italian-style cuisine. For 25 years, Peppino's has been serving thousands of families mouth-watering Italian food. Ask for their famous everyday pizza special, an 18-inch pie with 2 toppings, or try one of their 13 different submarine sandwiches. Peppino's also specializes in giant stromboli stuffed with meat and cheese, topped off with tasty Italian sauce. Peppino's Pizza in downtown Coopersville, proud to support this telecast of Bronco football. Stop in and see Greg and his always cooking staff today at Peppino's.
The Coopersville Auto Auction, established in 1947 and family-owned and operated by the Schoenbergs. Open to the public and dealers every Tuesday night at 7 p.m., thousands of cars are sold from $50 to $50,000. There's a good selection of pre-owned cars and trucks on site, plus a full detail and cleanup shop 5 days a week. The Coopersville Auto Auction on 188 West Randall, downtown Coopersville. Come on down Tuesday nights at 7. All right, we're back for the action. Nick Mays will kick off for Coopersville. Deep to receive is number 3 for DeWitt. That's got to be Tyler Thalen. The kick is up. It's short. Fielded by number 4, Cole Thalen. He'll come around the right side, and he's met at the 35, thrown down at the 36-yard line.
Cole Thalen on the return.
Tyler Thalen has a brother named Cole. They're both 5'11". They're both 178 pounds. They're both seniors, so they both got to be twins. 1st and 10, DeWitt Panthers.
37-yard line.
Tie ball game, exciting Michigan High School playoff football. You're watching Michigan TV Sports Production. Panthers, men split to the top of the screen. 2, 1 down below. That pass out to the flat. Cut back. Nice tackle by Klein.
Number 2, Chad Alger's pass.
As number 3, Tyler Thalen tried to lose Klein. He partially lost him, but Klein dove back and got him at the ankles. Gain of 1.
2nd and 9. Ball on the Panther, 38.
Second down and 9 as they break the huddle. Quarterback Alger calling the signals. Men split left and right. Loses the snap. Comes back under pressure. Throws it downfield. Got the man. Oh! In and out of his hands. What a great throw by Alger.
Number 2, Chad Alger's pass.
Number 7, Kirk Williams. You rarely see that in and out of his hands as he tried to run with it before he actually got it tucked in his gut. Man, oh man. Williams, the leading receiver. He has 15 for 235 yards and 3 touchdowns, and that was his 4th, but he could not hold on. So, that break going against the home team Panthers. DeWitt, 3rd down and 9. Men split wide right. Another in the slot left, a man behind. Someone jumps at the line, and we've got a 5-yard encroachment penalty against DeWitt, so they'll have to go back 5 more.
Red ball foul, illegal procedure against DeWitt.
The whole world saw who that was, so I don't have to say his name. 7:17 left to play in the half.
3rd and 14.
Tie ball game.
Ball on the Panther, 34.
Jam-packed crowd here at DeWitt High School. 3rd and 13 now. Williams split wide to the right. 1 man behind the quarterback. He'll roll right. across the middle. He'll throw. He's got the man, and it is incomplete. Don't know what happened there. Williams looked like he dove for it. It went right through his hands, and he's coming up a little bit slow. 4th down now for DeWitt. I'll tell you, there was no question. They threw that long post pattern, and the pass was on the money, so Chad Alger definitely got the passing arm tonight. He was on target.
Kicking formation for the Panthers, number 1, Jason Bunce.
Jason Bunce will punt it away.
Back
Deep to receive is Klein and Knoll.
Number 1, Brian Klein.
He's punting from the 25, a line drive shot, fielded by Klein, by Knoll, and they're both taken down. At one time by Jeff Lloyd, number 9.
Number 12,
and somebody probably got hurt on, got twisted up. Looked like a knee injury, and they're coming out on the field. That was Knoll. He got hit and twisted. So while they're looking him over and there's a injury timeout on the field, we'll take a break. You're watching Michigan TV sports production of high school playoff football on the X.
Coopersville Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to discover Coopersville. Experience a quieter, gentler time as you stroll along Main Street and browse the unique gift and antique shops. Take a step back in time by visiting the new Coopersville Farm Museum, devoted to the celebration of rural life. And the Historical Society Museum is one of the best all-volunteer museums in the U.S., featuring the Del Shannon Memorial. Travel the countryside on the Coopersville and Marne Railroad and enjoy the new holiday train in December. Come discover Coopersville today and see for yourself a growing community, united for progress.
Waltco and CSI Chemical Distributing are leaders in car wash chemicals and service in Michigan and Ohio. Waltco has chemicals for any type wash, tunnel, self-serve, or automatics. Their service department is available for repairs to keep your business up and running. Waltco guarantees their chemicals and service for 100% satisfaction. They can be reached by calling 1-877-992-7427. Waltco and CSI Chemical Distributing, proud to sponsor this telecast of the Coopersville Broncos.
Do you know what the best-kept secret in Coopersville is? Coopersville School's early childhood programs. They provide quality preschool education for 3- and 4-year-olds, before and after school care for kindergarten through 5th grade students, all-day daycare for 3- to 6-year-olds, summer day camps for 3- to 12-year-olds, parenting programs for parents. Are you using their programs? Call 997-3600 to see if they can meet your needs.
Okay, we're back for the action here. Joe Longstreth in the huddle. Nick Knoll was helped off the field. We wish him a speedy and complete healing and recovery. Get him back out here, number 12 for the Broncos. 1st and 10, Coopersville on the 30. Longstreth will hand off to number 34. New running back in there.
Chuck Purcell on the carry.
Purcell, the fullback.
51, Tony Sigmund. 17, Jason Brown. 63, Eric
Brown
Starr.
and Sigmund in there on the stop. So Coopersville, having just scored, the momentum tilting in their favor. 70 yards to go to score. 2nd down and 10. 6:35 to play in the half. All tied up at 7 here at DeWitt High School. Zatarga is wide right. High formation. Look for him across the middle. And that is intercepted by number 24 for DeWitt down the sideline. And finally tackled on the 19-yard line. What an acrobatic interception that was. Alger comes up. Man split wide left is Miesenberg, and right is Williams. The pass will go to Miesenberg, and he'll pitch on the hook and ladder. The number 3 for the touchdown. DeWitt Panthers score. Tyler Thalen on a beautiful hook and ladder play.
Number 2,
pulled out of the old school playbook by Coach Zimmerman. 6 points, DeWitt. You saw it right here.
Into attempt the extra point. Number 14, Isaac Bush. Holding.
Isaac Bush will try for the point.
Centering the ball, number 9.
They wasted no time getting that touchdown in the end zone. Snap the hold, the kick is up, and Bush is good. 14-7 DeWitt, just like that.
Coopersville Car Care, owned by Ron Van Dyke in downtown Coopersville, is proud to sponsor this telecast of Bronco football. For transmission and driveline repair or complete car care service, bring your vehicle to Ron and he'll fix it right. That's Coopersville Car Care on Main Street, the place to take your auto or truck for service. Touch of Style 2 Hair and Nail Salon is just the right place to get your new look. Touch of Style does hair coloring, cuts, and perms too. Whether you need a new look or a simple trim, Touch of Style 2 will have you looking great. And don't forget the manicures, pedicures too. Touch of Style 2 on West Randall in Coopersville.
It's the turkey meal deal at Prevost Family Market this week. Purchase a 10-pound or larger Butterball or Spartan frozen turkey and receive 9 free items, over $9 in free products. Idaho mashed potatoes, Spartan stuffing mix, cranberry sauce, Spartan gravy, Old Orchard frozen cocktail juice, fresh like green beans, French onions, taste toppers, or Mardi Gras napkins. See the Prevost store in Coopersville for details. Prevost Family Market, a great place to shop.
All right, Isaac Bush will kick it away. Number 14, deep to receive is Roper. For Coopersville, 14-7, the hometown home team Panthers. Bush's kick, fielded by Roper. No, taken away from Roper by number 23. He'll break it down the sideline, and it's got the room to 30. Still on his feet, down to the 40-yard line. Nice return by number 23, Andy Purcell. 6 minutes to play in the half. High formation behind Longstreth. One man in the slot left. Handoff. Goes to number 1, Klein. Looking for some room. Cuts back. Picks up 2, maybe 3 yards.
Number 1, Brian Klein on the carry.
By a strong defensive surge.
Davis.
Okay, 2nd and 20. Here we go. Handoff to Klein, cutting upfield, got 10, got 12, spinning, finally brought down on the 45-yard line. A beautiful spinning, twisting, darting run.
7, Kirk Williams.
Tackle made by Braska and Williams for the Panthers. So it'll be 3rd down, about 7 now. You can see the ball squarely on the 45-yard line of DeWitt. Broncos really have not put together a full series. They don't look sharp tonight. High formation, men split wide right. Pitch comes to Roper left. Got a man there to stop him in the backfield, and that end run.
Number 22, Joe Roper on the carry.
Done early.
The tackle made by number 7, Kirk Williams.
Williams there, along with Davis. Great defensive work by also number 17,
4th down.
Jason Brown. So what are they going to do? 3:30 to play. It looks like they're going to punt it and try to pin the Panthers deep. Zatarga will kick.
Number 89, Steve Zatarga.
Deep to receive, number 3, Thalen, and number 4, Thalen. That kick down to the sideline. And goes out on the 16. A kind of a rush kick by Zatarga. Tried to coffin corner it. Goes out on the 16 where DeWitt will take over 1st and 10. Well, it's been an exciting football game. I'm glad you're watching
15-yard line.
The Breakfast Bowl on Sunday mornings on WXSP. Thanks for tuning us in. We've got a large audience throughout West Michigan. This telecast is available in 630,000 West Michigan homes. Michigan TV Sports Production puts it together. WXSP lets us pay for the time, and we're delighted to have great sponsorship support to make it possible. 1st and 10, DeWitt from the 15-yard line. Alger will hand off. The first man through into the backfield. 30, 33, 34-yard line.
Number 34, Austin Way.
Austin Way.
The tackle made by 31, Jeff Longstreth.
With a quick-hitting handoff and run between guard and center. And he's out of that end zone territory. Moves it out. A good 17 yards. Ball on the 33-yard line. Wide right, number 10, Miesenberg. One man behind the quarterback. Man goes in motion, and a Coopersville player jumps offside. And they think that'll be the call and give him a free 5 yards.
Dead ball foul. Offsides against Coopersville.
Yes, it is. Coopersville just seemed to be frustrated. I don't know whether it's the excitement, just not looking sharp tonight. Don't see these kind of penalties coming up against a well-coached Jim Meerman team. Jim's been at it for 19 years, but kids are kids. They make mistakes at every level. Men split, top of the screen left. Here comes Thalen in motion. Handoff up the middle, going nowhere. Nice defensive
number
work.
34, Austin Way on
number
the carry.
74.
Tackle made by 51, Scott Hinckley.
Chris Hare and Hinckley as Way the ball carrier. They tried to pop that one free again from the middle. Second down and 4. 2 men split, 1 left, 1 right. The pass, flat pattern on his knees, but they call it complete. Williams with it.
Number 2, Chad Alger's pass complete to number 7, Kirk Williams.
Dropped by number 11, just a simple down and hook pattern, about 5 yards.
First down, DeWitt.
1st and 10 on that completed pass from Alger to Williams. Tackle made by Klein. Josh Klein, and then Brian Klein also there. 1:45 to play. Ball on DeWitt's own 44-yard line. Alger drops straight back, gives the pump across the middle, and that is incomplete. Intended
number 2, Chad Alger's pass
3.
Intended for number 3, Tyler Thalen, incomplete.
Tyler Thalen, incomplete. I was kind of sweet. He faked the pump out and go, and tried to hit Thalen across the middle, just overthrew it. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Huge crowd on the home side of DeWitt High School. 2nd down, 10 yards. In motion comes Thalen. Rolling back down the sideline. Thalen's there, and a great defensive work by number 11. But the official, who was deep in the defensive backfield, threw the flag, and it looked like the Bronco player made a terrific defensive effort, Josh Klein. Maybe he had his hand on his hip, I don't know. They called the contact.
Coopersville.
I don't know about that myself. We have to do a replay, but what it is what it is. So, ball will be spotted on the 40 after the 15-yard penalty.
40-yard line.
1st and 10 Panthers. Here we go. Men split left, 1 in the slot left, man behind the quarterback, Alger. He'll look to pass again, down and go long. That pass in the middle of the field is incomplete as Williams got tripped up on his cuff.
Incomplete.
It'll be 3rd down. We've had some beautiful weather here in West Michigan the last 2 weekends, and it sure is a pleasure to call a game that's dry. The fans packed in here, warming each other up, probably about 40 degrees at kickoff. What a great night for football. 2nd down, 10 yards. Man split wide to the right. In motion comes Thalen. Alger looked downfield. On the sideline, the pass is there, and in and out of the hands of the defender, into the hands of the receiver, number 4. All right, we're back, 1st and goal, minute 15 to play. Panthers knocking at the door again. Full backfield, handoff, stopped in the backfield.
Number 3,
great
Tyler
tackle
Thalen on the carry.
Tyler Thalen. Tackle made by number 52, Phil Dietrich, for a loss of 2. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 6. Clock is ticking. Can the Panthers get it in before halftime and go up by 2 touchdowns? They're not ready to call that play, so they call it. Okay, we're back. It's 2nd and goal from the 6 for the Panthers. Alger calling the signals. He'll hand off to the front man. He's got room up to the end zone and driving forward across for the score.
Touchdown, Panthers. Number 1, Jason Jason Bunce on the touchdown carry.
Great driving run by number 1, Jason Bunce, as that kid just tasted the end zone. Nothing would stop him. He was fed at the 5, fed by another tackler at the 4, another one at the 2, fell across the goal line in the clutches of 3 Broncos. Jason Bunce, a terrific run by that fullback. The snap to hold, the kick is good. And the Panthers have done it, going up 2 touchdowns before halftime. Deep to receive, Roper for the Broncos, and kicking off, Isaac Bush for the Panthers. After that touchdown run by Bunce, 43 seconds to play. Bush will try to get it in the end zone one more time. A line drive, ground ball. Picked up and down by number 10 on the 17-yard line.
Ball down by number 10, Dustin Van Dam.
Van Dam fell on it. So here we go. Let's see if Coopersville has some lightning in the bottle with 41 seconds to play in the half.
1st and 10, Coopersville. Ball on their own 17-yard line.
Joe Longstreet coming in from the sidelines. And the Broncos break the huddle. Not much wind out here to contend with, so Longstreth can pass. Got a man, Klein left. Handoff goes over left tackle to Roper. He's pulled down
Joe Roper
the 22-yard line.
The tackle made by number 7, Kirk Williams, 51, Tony Sigmund.
Williams and Sigmund in on the stop. Looks like Coopersville will allow the clock to run out. They may have time for one more play. Longstreet comes up. Chatarga split wide right. Klein left. They're going to throw it. Down the sidelines. Chatarga's there. It's intercepted on the 45 with 3 seconds to play. Intercepted by number 24, his second pick of the night.
Number 7, Joe Long.
This is Charles Ricks, the last play of the half for DeWitt. Alger calling the signals. Ready to play. 2 men split left. Will they throw one and our father into the end zone? He drops straight back, looking downfield. He's now in the open field, tackled. The last play of the game.
Alger on the carry.
By number 74.
Number 74, Chris Hare, 52, field Dietrich. The penalty on
number
the play.
74, Hare, and Dietrich in on the stop, but there's a penalty. The flag on the field, and the half cannot end. But it's against, it is against the Panthers, so that'll send the boys into the locker room. It's halftime, 21-7.
Illegal
and
substitution.
Sit back, relax, enjoy the halftime show segments by the Coopersville Bronco High School Band.
Coopersville Motors, since 1934, is a 5-star dealer of the full line of Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep cars, trucks, and 4x4s. Coopersville Motors features the all-new Jeep Liberty and Dodge Ram pickup. The time has never been better with financing as low as 0% or rebates up to $3,500. And remember, every new car, truck, or Jeep comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Come see the friendly folks at Coopersville Motors, just south of the train station in downtown Coopersville. Allendale Telephone offers customers in Coopersville a local choice for basic telephone service at your home or business. They've dial-up internet packages starting at $8.88 per month. Plus, they can provide high-speed DSL for the fastest connections to the internet. Excellent local service, convenient local office, knowledgeable local service representatives. Allendale Telephone Company is proud to be Coopersville local telephone provider. Their office is located next to Little Caesars on Randall, or call Amy or Mary Jo today.
Under the direction of drum major Jessica Peterson. Tonight's halftime show will begin with the exciting attack on Rue Pommet from the Broadway musical Les Miserables, arranged by Jay Colcook. Jessica Peterson. Is the band ready to begin the halftime presentation?
Variety store is a great place to shop. You'll find tools, lots and lots of tools for big and small jobs. Apple's Discount also has quality furnishings for your home at bargain prices, like beds, kitchen, living room, and dining room sets, all on display. And if you're looking for gifts and home decorations, come browse Apple's Discount. Be surprised with what you find. Get some early holiday shopping done now, as Apple's Discount has plenty of cute toys and gifts in stock, as well as holiday lights and decorations galore. Apple's Discount Variety Store on East Apple Avenue, Muskegon.
The old post office of Coopersville is a delightful little gift, antique, and floral shop. It's all decked out for the holidays with tree decorations, floral arrangements, and figurines. Come for a visit during the open house November 30th and December 1st at the old post office of Coopersville. Roger Scanlon's Apple Mill Motors.
Nick Mays.
Nick Mays will kick off and deep to receive. Number 3, Tyler Thalen. His brother Cole. And number 7, Kirk Williams. The Broncos in a deep hole, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Mays' kickoff. Line drive, big bounce, fielded by number 4, Cole Thalen, will come to this sideline, picking his way down, hit hard at the 30, and knocked over on his back.
Number 4, Cole Thalen on the return. The stop made by 65,
by
Jerry
number
Toogood,
65, Jerry Toogood. So, only 55 yards on the ground for DeWitt in the first half, but they got 21 points, 91 yards in the air on 7 completions by their quarterback, Alger, who was 7 out of 11, very accurate. He steps behind center, 1st and 10. Men split right and left. Man in motion is Thalen. Handoff in the backfield to Tyler Thalen, and he'll be thrown down.
Number 3, Tyler Thalen on the carry. The tackle made by number 11, Josh Klein.
So the air game was the strength as far as the total yardage for DeWitt in the first half. 7 out of 11 for 91 yards. So Coopersville, on the other hand, has 152 yards on the ground, but only 7 points to show for it. Those 3 turnovers, 3 big black marks in the statistics. 2nd down and 11 for the Panthers. Just underway here in the second half. Pitch back. Nicely defense by Coopersville. and they've come out smoking.
Number 4, Cole Phelan on the carry.
Phelan got the pitch on the option from Alger.
The tackle made by number 89, Steve
Zatarga. And these boys from Coopersville are not finished yet. A lot of proud seniors on that team. Went to the finals in the Silver Dome. As Coach Meerman said, they're highly motivated to get back there as they came up short last year in the finals. But they've got themselves a handful here with this DeWitt Panther football team. And they've got to help themselves by not making turnovers. 3rd down and 5 for DeWitt. There is motion on the DeWitt side. Number 74 jumps.
Penalty markers on the play. Dead ball foul, illegal procedure.
Leading ball carrier for Coopersville, of course, is number 14, Joe Roper. He netted out at 109 yards. And Brian Klein, 32 yards. For total on the ground is 141 for Coopersville. Nine first downs in the first half for DeWitt, only 5 for Coopersville. Shocking statistic for the offensive juggernaut of Coopersville. 3rd down and 5. Alger with it. He's hit by Zatarga at the line of scrimmage. And number 45, Klein, all over him. It was Matt Klein, 5'9", 185-pound junior, and he's a pack of trouble. And Coopersville comes right out and sticks it to the DeWitt Panthers. And it's 4th down and 10.
For the Panthers, number 1, Jason Bunce.
Jason Bunce scored that touchdown.
Number 2,
the last seconds of the half. He'll punt it away. That punt almost blocked. Will come on a spiral down to the 42-yard line where it's down.
Held on by number 24, Adam Holland.
By Holland, who's got 2 picks today on the defensive secondary. And Coopersville will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 Broncos. Ball on their own 42-yard line.
Time of possession in the first half, DeWitt 11:27, Coopersville 12:33. So here we go, Broncos. Joe Longstreet, number 7, the quarterback. I formation behind Tim. Handoff will go to Klein on the delay, over right tackle. That play has worked well, but not this time.
Number 1, Brian Klein on the carry. The stop made by number 4, Cole Phelan.
Cole Phelan and number 74.
And 89, Chet Davis.
Aaron Sebrel and 89, Chet Davis in on the stop for DeWitt.
2nd down.
DeWitt's defense is led by Tony Ziegman with 66 tackles, Eric Scharr with 63, and Cole Phelan from the secondary position with 57 tackles. So that kid can hit. Number 4. All right, 2nd down and 10 again for Coopersville. Handoff goes to the deep back, picking his way through, driving forward.
Number 22, Joe Roper on the carry.
Over 100 yards in the first half.
The stop made by 74, Aaron Sebrel, 4, Cole Phelan. 3rd down.
And he got the touchdown at the 8:04 mark of the second quarter, Coopersville's only score. So now we're looking at 3rd down and 2 for the Broncos. One man split wide left. Zatarga up at the top. He'll go against Holland. I formation. We got motion. The man caught himself. The flag is down. Roper with it, coming up across the 1st down marker.
The penalty marker on the play.
It looks like the man jumped, but he
number
reset
22,
himself.
Joe Roper on the carry. The stop made by number 4,
I think if you jump and reset,
Williams.
you can get away with it. We'll see what the officials call. He's going to wave off that flag. They're going to wave it off. Yes, indeed. He did reset himself and didn't break out of his down position. So it'll be 1st and 10 Coopersville.
1st down, Coopersville.
That might be a significant break. I see the sidelines yelling at the officials, not liking the call. But the grand old man of the officials, Mr. Hendrickson, stuck by his guns. He's the father. He's got 2 sons out there for Michigan High School Athletic Association. Ball on the 44. Coopersville, Longstrip, look downfield, put it in the air, and it is overthrown, intended for either Klein or Zatarga.
Intended for number 1, Brian Klein.
But it was a good yard over their heads, so it'll now be second down. Coopersville needs to get on the scoreboard, opening up on this drive in the second half. 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Time is going quickly. When you're down by 2 touchdowns, you need to maximize that clock.
Just inside the Panther, 45.
High formation, 1 man in the slot. Longstrip will hand off to Roper. He's hitting the backfield. And a nice tackle there.
Number 22, Joe Roper on the carry. The tackle made by 63, Eric Char.
Number 63, Eric Char. 5'10", 195-pound junior. This DeWitt team packed with juniors. They'll be strong next year as well. No gain. 3rd down and 10 for the Broncos.
3rd and 10.
Coach Meerman trying to get something going. The only thing that's really worked is Roper outside. And then DeWitt figured that out, so we'll see. Man split wide right, I formation, Longstreet on the draw, and oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Panthers right on top of them.
The stop made by
probably a good 500 pounds on top of Joe Roper. Couldn't even take a step forward. He was met by that onslaught of the rush of the defensive front. So big stop by DeWitt. Now Zatarga's going to have to throw it.
In punt formation for the Broncos, number 89, Steve Zatarga. Back for the Panthers, number 3, Tyler Thalen. 4, Cole Thalen.
The 2 Thalens are deep. Zatarga will try to run. He's got the 50, the 45. He's going up, across right on the first down marker. He dove forward. Don't know if he made it. It was really close. Steve Zatarga, I had a feeling there was going to be some kind of a trick play. And they call him short on the 36-yard line, a half a yard short. But at least they moved the ball downfield a good 20 yards, but not enough. So DeWitt, with 6:11 to play in the third period, will take over. Leading by 2 touchdowns, 21-7. This is Charles Ricks, your announcer. Michigan TV sports production of Michigan High School playoff football on the X. Trust you're enjoying this ball game on Sunday morning's Breakfast Bowl. Alger will roll right, look downfield. The man is in the slot, intended for number 4.
Alger's pass intended for number 4, Cole Thalen.
And that goes incomplete. You're watching Michigan Television sports production of Michigan High School playoff football on the X. The station with games. We'll take a break and have a word from our sponsor.
Whether you're traveling within the great United States, going on a Caribbean cruise, or exploring the adventures out back, great prices and great service are only a phone call or short drive away. Classic Tours and Cruises caters to your needs and lifestyle. After all, wouldn't you rather talk to a person than a computer? Contribute to our economy and call Beth at Classic Tours and Cruises. We do the world for you. 744-5500.
Dr. David Shabak's dentistry practice welcomes your family. Dr. Shabak's staff of well-trained professionals work together to bring you the highest quality treatment. They handle all phases of family dentistry, exams, cleanings, extractions, root canals, cosmetic veneers, crowns, and bonding. Call Dr. David Shabak today.
Your car needs a smooth running transmission. Larry's Automotive Service has specialized in automatic and standard transmission repairs for over 36 years. And that's the kind of experience you want working on your car's transmission. So, if you're having problems with the transmission, take your car, truck, or van to Larry's Automotive today. You'll get dependable transmission repairs at a fair price. Larry's Automotive Service, owned by Jeff and Kelly Osborne on East Laketon, Muskegon. Stop by or call 722-2921. Trackside Antiques and Collectibles, where you'll find interesting pottery and glassware, hard-to-find Colt collectibles. Coopersville and Marne Railway Gift Shop. They even carry primitive furniture, plus rare Indian artifacts. You're on the right track at Trackside, 284 Main Street, downtown Coopersville. See Dick and Kathy today. Open Tuesday through Saturday. Trackside Antiques and Collectibles. Enjoy this one-of-a-kind find.
Begins with a strong foundation. That's why home builders throughout West Michigan prefer Weber lumber. For nearly 50 years, Weber lumber has served our area with quality materials and expert service, providing top brand names like Anderson Windows. Whether you're building your own home or contracting, insist on Weber lumber with free delivery in the greater Muskegon area. You'll build with confidence when you build with us. Weber Lumber, Muskegon.
2nd and 10, Panthers. Alger. He'll drop back, looking, under pressure, pulled down from behind.
The stop made by 65, Jerry Toogood.
Jerry Toogood there came up real strong, made that stop. Jerry's the first team all-conference for the 2nd year in a row for the Coopersville Broncos. Joined out there by Chris Hare and Matt Klein. Matt Klein, number 45, leads the team in sacks. Zatarga is a linebacker, Tim Alt, a linebacker, Bill Dietrich, the linebacker, and Chris Wyman, the nose guard. Now it's 3rd and 14. Can the Broncos stop the Panthers now and get the ball back? And the fumble, ball's on the ground. First turnover of the Panthers, and it looks like yes, the ball is recovered by number 65.
Ball recovered by number
Jerry.
89.
So that's Steve Zatarga jumped on it. Look what Toogood had it. So the first turnover of the ball game for the Panthers. They give it right back to Coopersville. Let's see if the seesaw momentum can swing and stay with Coopersville at least for 29 yards, because that's how far they are away from the end zone. 5:19 to play in the 3rd. Quarterback Longstreet pitches to Roper, coming left, cuts it back, and he is stopped.
Number 22, Joe Roper,
great pursuit by the defense.
By number 7, Kirk Williams, 4, Cole Phelan.
Number 7, Williams, a top-notch defensive player.
2nd down.
So it looks like DeWitt has done a good job in the locker room adjusting to the Coopersville offense, which ground out 150 yards in the first half. So far this half, nothing. I formation, Longstrip will look. Across the middle, got the man. Oh, in and out of the hands of Klein. As it was there, and he couldn't believe he was all alone. I think he was waiting for a hit from behind. Brian Klein. Got to be frustrating for that offensive unit. Longstrip, look downfield, got Zatarga, throws the pattern deep. It is caught, complete, and in and out of the hands of Zatarga.
Number 7,
as Howland was there again.
For 89, Steve Zatarga.
He was
number 24,
going towards the sideline. The ball was thrown up. He's a big kid, over 6'2". Came down with it, but not able to cradle it as he fell. Incomplete. Boy, oh boy, 4th and 10 now. 3 downs and nothing to show for it for the Coopersville Broncos. DeWitt fans on their feet cheering on their defense. The Bronco fans across the way cheering on their offense. Longstreet will look. That pass is going to be overthrown, incomplete.
Number 7.
Intended for number 80.
Longstreet's pass intended for number 80.
So 4 downs and not a yard gain for Coopersville after that turnover. Not able to capitalize.
1st and 10, DeWitt.
That pass was a good yard and a half over Nolan Slotak's hands. So 1st and 10 now as the ball is in the hands of the DeWitt Panthers. 4:29 in the 3rd quarter. Alger, the quarterback, calling the signals. Got 2 men here on the near side. He'll hand off.
Number 34, Austin Way on the carry. The stop made by 45.
Austin Way, number 34, the ball carrier. 1 yard game. Tackle made by Matt Klein, number 45 for Coopersville. 2nd down and 9 as they break the huddle. 1 man wide right, another one in the slot, another one off the tackle. Alger's got it, and he's hit after a gain of 3 or 4 yards.
Chad Alger on the carry. The tackle made by number 33, Tim Alt.
Tim Alt in there on a nice tackle with an assist from number 23, Andy Purcell. They punished the quarterback. That had to hurt. Call comes in from Williams on the sideline. 3rd down and 4. Can Coopersville do it again? Force a turnover or stop the Panthers? In motion comes Thalen. Alger with it over left tackle on the keeper. And he is stopped
on the carry.
After a 1 yard
by 51, Scott Hinckley, 52.
So it'll be 4th down and 3.
69, Chris
for the DeWitt Panthers.
4th down.
Mentioned their head coach, Rob Zimmerman, 3 years on the job, doing a terrific job. These fellas played against the Reese Puffer high school team early in the season and beat the Rockets.
Number 1, Jason.
They're a strong program.
Back for the Broncos, number 1, Brian Klein.
Going to punt this one away. Klein fair catches it on the 34-yard line. Don't know why. He had a little bit of room to run.
Klein on the fair catch.
1st and 10 for Coopersville as the ball goes over on downs, and they'll take over from the 34-yard line.
Following the conclusion of this regional championship game, we will award medals and trophies to the winning team. We ask all fans to stay in their seats so the award ceremony may begin immediately at the conclusion of the game.
Coopersville breaks the huddle. Longstreth, the quarterback. High formation behind him. 1 man off the slot. That handoff to Roper. He gets 9, maybe 10 yards.
Joe Roper on the carry.
Looks like they got to pound the middle and then try to open it up outside.
1st down, Broncos.
Tackled by Williams, but not until after Big Roper gets a 1st down. Joe Roper, 6'1", 185-pound senior. Had a stroke when he was a freshman. Miraculously recovered and back on the football field. Roper again off of right tackle this time. Gets 2 or 3 yards.
Number 22, Joe Roper.
They're going Roper left and Roper right.
63, Eric Sharp.
Ball advanced to the 47-yard line. 2:10 left to play. That tackle was made by Eric Sharp for the Panthers of DeWitt, who lead 21-7 at the 2-minute mark of the 3rd. It's probably about freezing temperature right now, about 32 degrees. That pass, and down and out to Klein. Klein gets it, enough for the 1st down, fights forward, drops the ball.
There was a fumble on the play.
And it is fumbled, ball on the ground. DeWitt recovers.
Number 7, Joe Longstreth's pass complete to number 1,
It was a complete pass, and Klein trying to fight forward for the 1st.
The stop made by number 7, Chris Williams, 3, Tyler Thalen.
Ball came out of his hands on the ground.
Adam Holland.
And Holland is the defensive player of the game with 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. Adam Holland, number 24, a nemesis for the Broncos tonight. Okay, 1st and 10. Ball resting on the 46-yard line. Chad Alger, look downfield, throw into the slot, complete to number 4.
Number 2, Chad Alger.
Cole Thalen is thrown down.
Thalen.
There is a flag in the
number 11, Josh Klein. There is a penalty
Klein there on the stop.
Holding.
Got a holding call against the Panthers, so DeWitt will march back 10 yards, and it'll still be 1st down. Mention the temperature. See the folks bundling up now. Temperature drops since game time. Little bit of a breeze swirling on the field. Doesn't seem to have affected the passing game of the Panthers. Clock is running. 1.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. DeWitt holding on to a 2-touchdown lead, which never feels safe enough. This much football left to play. 1st and 20 now for the Panthers. Chad Alger, number 1, the quarterback. Number 2, he'll throw a down, out, and fly pattern. Oh, they call a flag. They got tied up. That is a very poor call by the official. You can see that Williams ran right into the defender, and I would dispute that call all night long. Not the same call that I saw.
Against Coopersville.
Looks like that official needed to get his flag out of his pocket, but I thought that was a premature call and not accurate. That's the second questionable call like that on the ball in the air tonight. Same official, same side of the field. Hey, they're human too. Just the opportunity for truth or error, right or wrong, is in every man. 1st and 10 for the home team. Ball in the 49, handoff to number 1. That's Big Bunce. He scored a touchdown.
On the carry, the stop made by
6'2", 210-pound junior. He packs a lot of dynamite. Tackle made by Brian Klein. Brian's been playing a heck of a game on both sides of the ball. Brian's a senior, 5'9", 165 pounds, but he's tough. The rest of that defense, Hare, Klein, Satarga, All, Dietrich, and Wyman. Too good. Brian Klein, and Nick Knoll, Dustin Salinas, and Josh Klein. 2nd down and 5. Handoff.
Number 34,
right
Austin
guard,
Way on the
cut
carry.
back. Austin Way with it.
Stop made by 52, Phil Dietrich, 69,
Phil
Chris Wyman.
Dietrich in there on the stop. Assist by Wyman. Clock will run down. That should be the last play of the 3rd period.
Ball on the Coopersville, 43.
3rd down and 4 as they come over to the sideline. You're watching Michigan Television Sports production of Michigan High School playoff football on the X, the station with game. We'll take a break and have a word from our sponsor.
Peppino's Pizza is the place to go for authentic Italian-style cuisine. For 25 years, Peppino's has been serving thousands of families mouth-watering Italian food. Ask for their famous everyday pizza special, an 18-inch pie with 2 toppings, or try one of their 13 different submarine sandwiches. Peppino's also specializes in giant stromboli stuffed with meat and cheese, topped off with tasty Italian sauce. Peppino's Pizza in downtown Coopersville, proud to support this telecast of Bronco football. Stop in and see Greg and his always cooking staff today at Peppino's.
Republic Bank is Michigan's #1 mortgage lender. You can count on Republic Bank to offer the area's most competitive lending rates. And the people at Republic Bank, from the retail customer service department for checking and savings accounts to personal or commercial loan officers, will help handle your money matters courteously and professionally. So for all your full-service banking needs, call on Republic Bank at 917 West Norton in Muskegon.
The Tribute Store, a unique collection of gifts, books, cards, and memorial products dedicated to remembering the ones we love. Browse through the store located inside Clock Funeral Home on Peck Street in Muskegon and find just the right gift for a friend or one for yourself. Tribute Store has an extensive assortment of funeral, cremation, and memorial products displayed in a comfortable, open setting. Located inside Clock Funeral Home on Peck Street in Muskegon. Visit the store next time you're there. We think you'll like it.
Surplus Sales in White Cloud and Montague carries all the big names in outdoor clothing like Carhartt, Field & Stream, Pella, and Walls. Dress up the hunters in your family for less at factory surplus prices. There's outdoor wear and hunting clothes for the whole family and a large selection of jeans like Lee and Wrangler, as well as fleece wear for the kids and teens. You'll love the shopping and the savings.
All-American Clothing Store.
Factory Surplus Sales in Montague and White Cloud.
3rd down and 4 for the Panthers of DeWitt. Man in motion is Thalen. Handoff goes to the left side to Big Bunce. He's got the 1st down as he runs over 2 Broncos. Jason Bunce on a misdirection handoff.
Dustin Salinas, 89.
They send a man in motion the other way.
1st down, DeWitt.
And Salinas on the tackle. And Coopersville definitely got to dig deep here and stop this Panther team from getting in the end zone. Trailing by 2 touchdowns, 21-7, just underway in the 4th quarter from DeWitt High School. 1st and 10, Alger throws out to the flat. Ball is in and out of the hands of number 7, Williams.
Pass intended for number 7,
number 23 on the coverage there, Andy Purcell, did a nice job, 5'11", 170-pound junior. So what we've got here is a ball control situation for the Panthers, yet they're throwing on 1st down. You got to like the way Coach Zimmerman is mixing up his offensive play calls. Man split to the right, 2 men off of tackles, in motion goes Thalen. Handoff, misdirection again to Bunce. And this time the Broncos are on
the
that.
carry. A tackle made by 52, Phil Dietrich.
Phil Dietrich in on the stop.
And 51, Scott Hinckley.
Assisted by Hinckley. It'll be 3rd down and 8 now for the Panthers.
3rd and 7. Ball on the Broncos.
Terrific
33.
facility here at DeWitt High School. I didn't mention a beautiful track, great playing field. About 26 years old. New press box, though. They've got 2 levels here, so we're way up on top. And our cameraman, Sean Scott, gets to enjoy the warmth and the food. It's not on top of the roof this week. 3rd down and 8. Man in motion. Thalen rolling his Alger, looking downfield into the flat. And that is incomplete, intended for number 89.
Pass intended for 89, Chet Davis.
Chet Davis looking for a flag, but good coverage there by number 88, Dustin Salinas. So 4th down and 8 for DeWitt. They're looking over for some instructions of what to do. Should they go for it? Should they kick? Do we, don't we? And Coach Zimmerman sending in his punting team. Oh, they're going to send in field goal man from the 40-yard line. Isaac.
The ball, number 9, Jeff Floyd.
Bush, number 14, going to try to kick a 40-yard field goal with the goalpost on the other side of the end zone, making a 50-yard field goal. Coopersville is calling a timeout. So with 10:46 to play in this football game, 21-7 DeWitt. We'll be back in just a minute. Allendale Telephone offers customers in Coopersville a local choice for basic telephone service at your home or business. They've dial-up internet packages starting at $8.88 per month, plus they can provide high-speed DSL for the fastest connections to the internet. Excellent local service, convenient local office, knowledgeable local service representatives. Allendale Telephone Company is proud to be Coopersville local telephone provider. Their office is located next to Little Caesars on Randall, or call Amy or Mary Jo today. The Coopersville Auto Auction, established in 1947 and family-owned and operated by the Schoenbergs. Open to the public and dealers every Tuesday night at 7 p.m., thousands of cars are sold from $50 to $50,000. There's a good selection of pre-owned cars and trucks on site, plus a full detail and cleanup shop 5 days a week. The Coopersville Auto Auction on 188 West Randall, downtown Coopersville. Come on down Tuesday nights at 7.
Apple's Discount Variety Store is a great place to shop. You'll find tools, lots and lots of tools for big and small jobs. Apple's Discount also has quality furnishings for your home at bargain prices, like beds, kitchen, living room, and dining room sets, all on display. And if you're looking for gifts and home decorations, come browse Apple's Discount. Be surprised with what you find. Get some early holiday shopping done now, as Apple's Discount has plenty of cute toys and gifts in stock, as well as holiday lights and decorations galore. Apple's Discount Variety Store on East Apple Avenue, Muskegon.
All right, now they decided to have Bush go for it. He's 6 for 9 with a long of 43 yards this season. Ball on the 40. Snap the kick. It's up. It is just short. Lands in the end zone. On target, but short. So Coopersville will take over from the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. 80 yards to go to get this within a one-touchdown game. 10 minutes, 41 seconds to play.
1st and 10 Broncos. Ball on their own 20-yard line.
Coopersville got to get moving on that offensive play calling. Roper right, Roper left, up the middle, around the ends. Put it in Joe Roper's hands, Coach. All right, they're lined up tight. I formation behind Longstreth. Calling the signals. Number 7. Hand off to Roper. He'll go left, scooting up the middle. Gets 2, maybe 3 yards.
22, Joe Roper
Tackle
on the carry. The stop made by 57, James Braska. 3, Tyler Thalen. 2nd down.
Tyler Thalen and James Braska in there on the stop for DeWitt. Offensively, Longstreth, Purcell, Roper, Klein, Zitarga, Slotak, McCurdy, Visser, Hare, Roman, and Andy Slotak to center. Klein split out wide right. I formation behind the quarterback. He'll look into the flat. Got the man. Number 89 complete to Zitarga. tackled on the 36-yard line.
Complete to 89, Steve Batarga. The stop
there you
by
go.
24, Adam Holland.
Nicely conceived offensive play. Give it to Roper the first time, the second time going to the flat to Zatarga. It's got to be those two guys that are the go-to guys for the Broncos. Ball on the 35-yard line. Nice throw, nice catch. 1st and 10, Coopersville. Handoff goes to Klein. He cuts back, and he's stopped by a whole slew
on the carry,
of Panthers growling on him, pounding on him, dropping him for a loss of 1.
Second down.
That play is not working anymore. The Panthers can stop Coopersville now.
36.
I would say this game is well in hand if they don't turn the ball over. Coopersville, Longsmith will roll, got the time, looking down the sideline, throws, and incomplete. Number 7, Williams there on the coverage.
Number 7, Joe Longstreth pass intended for number 1.
Receiver, and I don't know, I think the quarterback could have run down the right sideline and picked up maybe a first down. It's a tough throw to make when you're on the run, even if it is to your strong side as a right-hander. Coopersville cannot afford to give the ball back to DeWitt at this point. 9 minutes to play in the ball game. DeWitt fans loud, boisterous, noisy, on their feet, cheering their defense on. Zatarga in tight. We've got Klein on a reverse, cutting up the field. One man to beat, and he's tackled. And a beautiful open field tackle
on the carry,
by number 3, Tyler Thalen. One of those twin brothers out there did a terrific job nailing Klein. Klein just could not shake loose. There's a flag on the field, and usually in the backfield that calls for somebody illegally blocking or illegally holding. That'll give them another 3rd down play, but 10 yards deeper perhaps. It's a hold.
Indicated against Coopersville.
From the spot of the foul, go back to the 18-yard line. My goodness. Just not the Broncos' night. Sports fans, just not their night. Discouragement, frustration, mistakes, turnovers. They cost you. 3rd down, Zatarga's here on the right side. He's going to get double coverage. Across the middle, Longstreet has got, trying to buy some time, throw to the flat. Got a man on the left flat. Number 22 goes down the sideline. The first down, still on his feet. That's Roper. Complete pass. And a gain down to the 40-yard line. There's not a flag on the field. 1st and 10, Coopersville. 8 minutes to play in this football game. Number 1, Klein with it, off a tackle, moving forward 5-6 yards.
Number 1.
Longstreth will look across the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of Williams.
Number 7, Longstreth's pass
was behind the intended receiver, Nolan Slodak, and he hasn't hit Nolan all game long. I don't think maybe one completion in that first quarter. The pass was behind him. 3rd down and 5 for Coopersville. If there's any hope, they've got to get this first down and put it in the end zone. Number 2, Chris Lazewski splits wide right. Screen pass left. The man is open. He's got it. Stumbles forward. Number 24. A slow developing play on that side. Now we've got 4th and short. Here's the ball game right here for the Panthers if they can stop them. Handoff goes to Roper around left. He's down. They give him a good spot up to the 30-yard line.
Roper on the carry.
As his knee was down behind it, but the ball was up, and they give him a 1st and 10. Can the Broncos stay on the move? Man in motion left. Pitch goes to Roper. Roper will look. to pass. Holds on and thrown down for a loss by number 59.
The stop made by 59,
Tim Ramirez. A big defensive tackle by Ramirez, 5'11", 170-pound junior. I think that was a pass play. Roper did not break it in stride, and I thought that the quarterback, Longstreth, was over in the left flat waiting for that pass to come back, which never came. High formation behind Joel Longstreth, number 7. 2 men split left. Longstreth will look downfield. He'll throw into the waiting arms of number 3, Tyler Thalen.
Number 7, Joe Longstreth's pass. And for number 1, Brian
the intended receiver, Klein, just didn't have the gas to get there. And Longstreth will walk off the field dejectedly, and so will the rest of the Broncos on their fourth turnover of the night. Giving the ball to DeWitt with 5.5 minutes to play, and I got to tell you, folks, if you're a Coopersville fan, these are some great young players that you've been following through these years. My hat's off to all the seniors on the Coopersville Bronco team, and the best of you guys in your lives in college, in work, in family. But I think it's too late right now. 5:34 to play, 1st and 10. And the quarterback, Alger, will keep. Want to take this time to thank our sponsors, quarter by quarter, the Apple Avenue Tire Wholesalers, Terry and Perry, Apple's Discount Variety Store on East Apple Avenue, Muskegon, Bierman's Music House, Greg Schaub, our sponsor throughout the season. Thank you. Classic Tours and Cruises, Beth Ricks, Clock Funeral Home, Dale Clock's Tribute Store, Factory Surplus Sales in Montague and White Cloud for all your hunting clothes, Larry's Automotive Service, Jeff and Kelly Osborne Transmission Repairs, Republic Bank, Jim Kohler and Tom Ellis, S&T Automotive, Skip and Tommy Seal from Ravenna, and Weber Lumber Company, Mr. Bill Vanderweel. Thanks for your sponsorships. 2nd down and 8. Handoff goes to Thalen.
Number 1, Jason Bunce on the carry.
That was number 1, Bunce.
89, Steve Zatarga.
The fullback, he picks it up. And there'll be a timeout on the field with the score. DeWitt Panthers 21, Coopersville Broncos 7. Charles Ricks, you're watching Michigan Television Sports Production on the X. We'll be back.
Waltco and CSI Chemical Distributing are leaders in car wash chemicals and service in Michigan and Ohio. Waltco has chemicals for any type wash, tunnel, self-serve, or automatics. Their service department is available for repairs to keep your business up and running. Waltco guarantees their chemicals and service for 100% satisfaction. They can be reached by calling 1-877-992-7427. Waltco and CSI Chemical Distributing, proud to sponsor this telecast of the Coopersville Broncos.
Do you know what the best-kept secret in Coopersville is? Coopersville School's early childhood programs. They provide quality preschool education for 3- and 4-year-olds, before and after school care for kindergarten through 5th grade students, all-day daycare for 3- to 6-year-olds, summer day camps for 3- to 12-year-olds, parenting programs for parents. Are you using their programs? Call 997-3600 to see if they can meet your needs. Coopersville Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to discover Coopersville. Experience a quieter, gentler time as you stroll along Main Street and browse the unique gift and antique shops. Take a step back in time by visiting the new Coopersville Farm Museum, devoted to the celebration of rural life. And the Historical Society Museum is one of the best all-volunteer museums in the U.S., featuring the Del Shannon Memorial. Travel the countryside on the Coopersville and Marne Railroad and enjoy the new holiday train in December. Come discover Coopersville today and see for yourself a growing community, united for progress. Apple's Discount Variety Store is a great place to shop. You'll find tools, lots and lots of tools for big and small jobs. Apple's Discount also has quality furnishings for your home at bargain prices, like beds, kitchen, living room, and dining room sets, all on display. And if you're looking for gifts and home decorations, come browse Apple's Discount. Be surprised with what you find. Get some early holiday shopping done now, as Apple's Discount has plenty of cute toys and gifts in stock, as well as holiday lights and decorations galore. Apple's Discount Variety Store on East Apple Avenue, Muskegon.
3rd down and 5 for DeWitt Panthers. I formation. Alger will go off a tackle, got the first down, and lunges forward as he was in the grass.
Number 2, Chad Alger on the carry. The stop made by 24, Chad Senna, 88,
Dustin Salinas, and number 45, Matt Klein. But Alger really surged forward, a great run. Our second quarter sponsors, Dr. David Shablik's Dental Practice, Trackside Antiques and Collectibles. Thank you, Dick. Pepino's Pizza, Greg and the Gang, downtown Coopersville. Coopersville Auto Supply. Mark and David there, the Auto Value Store. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They're going to grind out the clock. Big run by one of the Thalen brothers, Tyler Thalen. That's about 5.
By 45, Matt Klein.
Klein in there on the stop. Also, the Allendale Telephone and Data Company out there in the mall on the west side of Coopersville. Thanks for your sponsorship. The Coopersville Auto Auction, the Schoenburn family in downtown Coopersville. Stop in for the auction every Tuesday night at 7. And the Wolfco Incorporated Company, thank you for your sponsorship. And the Coopersville Community Education Daycare Program in the Community Services Building. Thanks for all of your sponsorships. 2nd down and 5. Handoff goes to Thalen, number 4.
Number 4, Cole Thalen on the carry.
That was Cole Thalen, twin brother of Tyler.
The stop made by 69, Chris Wyman, 23, Andy Purcell.
Zatarga, Purcell, and Wyman in on the stop. Our third quarter sponsors, Discover Coopersville, the Chamber of Commerce of Coopersville.
Ball on the Panther, 34.
The Old Post Office. Hello to the Old Post Office, a wonderful gift and floral and unique shop in Coopersville, Michigan. 3rd down and short now for the DeWitt Panthers. Alger will hand off. Number 1 with it. That's punched down the right sideline. He gets the first down. And lots more as he's cut down by Klein across the 40-yard line in Bronco territory at 2:43 in this ball game, and that might just have done it for the home team DeWitt Panthers. Our thanks to Terry at Coopersville Motors, Jim at Blazinski Photography in Coopersville, Coopersville Car Care, Ron Van Dyke, thank you. Champs Doc, downtown Coopersville, thanks for your sponsorship. 1st and 10 from the 40, DeWitt Panthers, full backfield. Handoff goes to Cole Thalen, number 4, across the 40-yard line. Panthers are running with some renewed vigor with 2.5 to play in the game. Want to thank Sandy and the staff at the Coopersville Hardware and Farm Services in downtown Coopersville. The West Michigan Veterinary Service out there on the west side of Coopersville. Memories with Class, a family-owned business that just opened the scrapbook materials in downtown Coopersville. And Classic Cut.
Thank you.
Kathy and her girls on Randall in Coopersville, thank you for your sponsorships. 2nd down and 10 now. Handoff goes to Bunce off of right tackle, and he goes nowhere. Timeout going to be called on the field by the Coopersville Broncos. Just under 2 minutes to play, and we'll go back to the studio for one more timeout and a word from our generous sponsors.
Coopersville Motors, since 1934, is a 5-star dealer of the full line of Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep cars, trucks, and 4x4s. Coopersville Motors features the all-new Jeep Liberty and Dodge Ram pickup. The time has never been better with financing as low as 0% or rebates up to $3,500. And remember, every new car, truck, or Jeep comes with a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Come see the friendly folks at Coopersville Motors, just south of the train station in downtown Coopersville.
Memories with Class on Main Street in downtown Coopersville is now open. This family-owned business has all the paper and supplies you need to complete your scrapbook. They also offer classes on how to store your photos safely and have colorful albums on hand for your family pictures. Don't miss the open house at Memories with Class starting Friday, November 30th.
After that timeout, the Panthers with the ball on the 40, 3rd down and 9. Full backfield behind Alger. He'll keep and is tackled by Zatarga. And somebody else came
Chad Alger
there.
On the carry. The tackle made by 65, Jerry Toogood, 23.
Jerry Toogood it was, and Purcell. And Purcell's Fleet Services. Thank you, Mr. Purcell, for your sponsorship.
4th and 9.
Dr. Greg Godbois from the Michigan Medical. Thank you, Dr. Greg. And Booth Greenvale Farm Dairy. Thanks a lot, you guys. Mr. Purcell referred you to us. We appreciate the fine milk you produce for the homes in West Michigan. The Booth Greenvale Farm Dairy. And Phillips Jewelers, downtown Coopersville. Husband and wife business. Phillips Jewelers, thank you for your sponsorship.
Number 1, Brian Klein.
Got a stop in the action on the field. Got a delay of game against
Penalty against DeWitt for delay of
DeWitt, and they'll take a timeout. And while the camera rolls, I just want to let the folks know that the Alt Oil Company is a sponsor of this telecast. Thank you, Ed Alt, for your generosity. And the North Ottawa Napa store on Randall there in Coopersville. Thanks, guys, for your sponsorships. Coopersville Variety, Marcia, downtown Coopersville, a wonderful store. Everybody loves Marcia and her daughter, and they love to shop at the Coopersville Variety. And Daniel's Family Hair Care on the corner there of Main Street in Coopersville, Michigan. Thank you, Daniel's Family Hair Care. And the Raymer Well Drilling Company,
all DeWitt High School
drilling wells around West Michigan for over 100 years or more. The Raymer Well Drilling. Thank you, Mr. Raymer. And the action looks like calls for Bunce's foot to kick the ball downfield. 1 minute and 15 seconds left. They added a few seconds back to that clock. Bunce will kick it away. The 45-yard line. Deep to receive is Klein, Brian Klein. They're going to try and block this baby. They come at it hard. It's a line drive kick. Klein will pick it up. Break left, up the middle, loses a man, cuts back, going to the left side. He's all alone. This could be a touchdown, Coopersville. Brian Klein down the sideline, cuts up the field. He's still on his feet, finally tackled at the 17-yard line. Where does the kid get his energy?
Brian Klein.
Oh my gosh, what a fabulous return by number 1, Brian Klein. He's a football player. Great blocking by Coopersville. And with that excitement, we also want to mention Mac Ainsley and the beautiful new Eagle Ridge Estates development there in the Coopersville area. Thank you, Max Ainsley, for your sponsorships. And Peak Environmental Disposal, specializing in roll-off services. Thank you, Peak Environmental Disposal Company. Now Coopersville will try to strike that pass. Down and into Zatarga.
Number 7, Joel Longstreet.
A good 3 feet over his head, so it'll be second down.
Incomplete.
Want to take my hat off to the Coopersville community with the outstanding support you gave your Broncos in this 2001 season. And for Jan Sutherland, the Chamber of Commerce woman who helped us out, and all the friendly business people downtown. We're so generous and so hospitable. Thanks to all of you business professional people. That pass intended for Klein, in and out of his hands.
Pass intended for number 1, Brian Klein, incomplete.
So if you think about Michigan high school sports, look to WXSP, the station with game. 630,000 households around West Michigan, and these telecasts are made possible by the generous local sponsors we just listed. Kindly patronize their business and show appreciation for their support of these high school kids and their families. 3rd down and 10 for the Broncos. That pass behind intended receiver. Longstreet off target again. So now it'll be 4th down. 42 seconds left to play. You know, it's never over till it's over. And it's not over yet. They got a 4th down play, and these kids have heart. All the Coopersville Broncos seniors, led by Brian Klein, Joe Longstreth, Josh Klein, Nick Knoll, who went out injured, Joe Roper, the great tailback, number 22, Tim Auld, Chuck Purcell. Here's the play, thrown down into the end zone, and goes through 2 intended receivers to target on Klein. Holland there to defend.
Incomplete.
They take over, they'll take a knee, and that'll be this football game. I want to thank all the families out there for watching Michigan TV Sports Production Playoff Football. I want to thank the people at WXSP for giving us the time. We will be back next week for more Michigan High School playoff football. We'll follow one of the semifinal teams in their quest for the Silver Dome State Championship. You have been watching Michigan Television Sports Production of Michigan High School Regional Final Football. The regional championship is won by the home team, DeWitt Panthers 21, and the Coopersville Broncos 7. Congratulations to Coach Zimmerman and his staff, and may they have the best of success in moving through these playoffs. God bless everyone and your families on this Veterans Sunday, November 11, 2001. Keep our president and his cabinet in your prayers, and especially our servicemen and women overseas defending the freedoms of our country and endeavoring to protect the freedoms of people around the world. This is Charles Ricks. We sure are grateful for the opportunity to bring great sportsmanship to the playing fields of West Michigan, where we pursue victory with honor. And again, the final score from DeWitt, Michigan: DeWitt Panthers 21, the Coopersville Broncos 7. And as the boys come across the field and congratulate one another, we wish them all the best in athletics, in the classroom, and on the playing fields of life. Good sports are winners, and these kids are all winners in our book. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great Sunday, and remember the veterans who gave their lives for you. This is Charles Ricks. Goodbye now.